also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
So Kamala has granted Haitians temporary protective status. Let's see the result of this in Springfield, Ohio. As a Dominican, this will be very entertaining to watch.
Springfield, Ohio is facing a significant housing crisis as thousands of Haitian migrants have arrived on their doorstep because of the federal government. The Haitian migrant population in the city has skyrocketed to an estimated 50 to 20,000. That is about 1/3 of the city's entire population.
Are you homeless out here in Springfield,
Yes.
Ohio?
Yes, me and my baby both are.
How long have you been homeless for?
I've been here in Springfield since January, and I've been homeless the whole time.
The whole time?
Yep.
Okay. Do you feel like the Haitians or kind of the influx of the Haitian immigrants are taking away from resources that you could potentially have?
100%. 100%. Before they came here, we could get housing.
Before they came here, we could get housing. You know, this sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? This sounds like the kind of issues that Dominicans were going through back in the Dominican Republic. You know, the issues they've been going through for years, and yet these same Americans were accusing them of racism for wanting to protect their sovereignty, their own sovereignty, to protect their own resources. And yet these same Americans are now crying about the very same thing that Dominicans have been crying about for years. But, I guess they're justified because they're Americans. Dominicans, on the other hand, they just don't want Haitians just because they're black. Yeah, right. Makes sense.
Young single moms could actually afford to pay rent.
Yeah.
Now that they're here, $900 for a 2-bedroom? How is a young single mom supposed to pay that on top of her kid?
So
We got to fight for our money, our food stamps, our medical, everything. We got to fight for it, but they get to come here and just get it handed to them.
Yeah, hospitals in the Dominican Republic are filled with Haitians, and they're taking priority over Dominicans. Dominicans have to fight for their resources as well.
That's not fair to my daughter. Not me, my daughter. That's taking from my baby, and I'm not okay with that. It has to end. Something has to be done. They're taking from our children. Not us, our children. The future of our country, and that's not okay.
The future of our country. You guys hear it? But these are the same Americans that had no problem with it happening in DR. They just called Dominicans racist. And yet look at them now. So I would ask the same question that they asked us. Why are you guys so racist?
I'm 100% not okay with that. It's 100% disrespectful to us. Granted, I respect the fact that you got a war going on, okay? You could come over here and respect our customs. Don't come here taking away from us. Respect it. Fight with us. If we got to fight for it, they should have to.
This shit ain't no joke. It's not funny. I really do not feel fucking safe here, bro. Like, everyone on TikTok, on Facebook, making these jokes to get everything's fucking funny. Like, imagine you being homeless for a whole fucking year for no fucking reason. Like, what the fuck? This shit is not fun. This shit is not cool, bro. They really out here decapitating animals, and y'all are making jokes out of it. Imagine if you went outside and you saw your dog's head decapitated on the fucking ground. Like, why are y'all thinking this shit's a joke? It's not a joke.
So for context, she's talking about the Haitian migrants who have been spotted in Springfield, Ohio, eating ducks and eating people's pets, abducting pets and local animals at the pond, and have been eating them, chopping off their heads and eating them live. And, that's very unfortunate. But that's not what's really funny about the issue. What's funny is about the issue, I want to say, is that you, yes, you, of all people, of all demographics, are the ones complaining about this issue. Because you guys profess to be so pro-black to your own detriment, really. Because you guys were the same ones accusing Dominicans of being anti-black for wanting to defend their country and defend their sovereignty against the very same things, claiming that Dominicans were so anti-black. And yet look at you now. You don't feel safe in your community because of these Haitian migrants? Well, I guess when Dominicans were saying the very same thing for years, they were just simply being anti-black. So I'll ask again, why are you so anti-black? Why are you so racist? Me no black, papi, me no black. All the years you guys spent gaslighting Dominicans about being anti-black, and now it's affecting your community, and you're over here crying. That's what's funny. That is what's truly funny.
I don't feel comfortable walking anywhere. Like, what the fuck? I should be able to feel safe in my own city. Everybody's fucking homeless out here. Ain't shit but fucking scary ass Haitians just lurking and creeping and shit. Y'all think
Ain't nothing but scary ass Haitians, and you know, they lurking and creeping and shit. They lurking and creeping. But I thought you guys loved Haitians. What happened? I thought those were your fellow brethren. I thought you guys were so pro-black, and you know, Dominicans, we're just racist. We're just racist to our problems. You know, Dominicans, we can't even sleep with the light off. We can't even sleep with the light off. That's how much we just hate looking at anything that's, you know, dark. We just got to keep the lights on, because as soon as we turn off the lights, oh, it's a Haitian. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's what Black Americans sum up most. That's how Black Americans sum up most of Dominicans' problems. They're just not authentic, you know. When we talk about Haitians doing the same thing in our country, and they're there by the millions, oh, we're just anti-black, and we just don't want to see them. We don't want to see Haitians in our country just because there are several shades darker than us. Yeah, grade A logic. But here's this Black American, and their Black American problems are legit. Dominican problems, on the other hand, aren't. We're just racist, you know. We don't deal with any problems with the Haitians in our country. You know, unlike the Americans over there in the United States, you know, we don't have real issues with Haitians. You know, the Haitians, they're just angels in the Dominican Republic, you know. They've tried to invade us like 12 times, but, you know, that's neither here or there, you know. Who cares about that?
making this shit motherfucking funny. I keep making this shit up. It's not made up, bro. This shit is real life. This shit is really affecting me. Like, what the fuck?
Honey, did you see all the Haitian immigrants? They're eating people's cats. Yeah, I saw one choking out a seagull this morning. Yeah, and now they're eating ducks that they're getting from like the local ponds. Isn't that amazing? It's so beautiful. We love being diverse and we love accepting new cultures in our country.
We also like gaslighting other countries who don't want to accept the Haitians the same way that we don't. Yay!
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile over teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
There was Haitians in a white van driving around the neighborhoods collecting cat,
For what?
skinning them and eating them. Snyder Park.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well,
All
I've
this,
seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
The people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
But the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying
manager.
their dog was eaten by the people that went there.
We've lost a whole bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
So a van was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. No.
You don't mess around.
No.
I've heard rumors about them taking the geese and killing them and eating them, so I try to stay clear away.
because I've even heard about them eating the eggs over there, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of disturbing. Not.
There he is. This is your guy right here?
Yes.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Crime and savagery will only increase with every Haitian you bring in. And good evening to the people of Springfield. You don't know who I am. My name is Nathaniel Higgers of Blood Pride. I was at the head of the anti-Haitian immigration march earlier this month. I'm sure the Honorable Mr. Rob Rue recognizes me, considering he supposedly knew of our action before we even arrived. First of all, I would like to dispel the myth that you knew of our march and intentionally had no reaction or made no forewarning about it as a preventative measure. You had no more idea than the police officers or Haitians. And it's frankly insulting to our organization to make such a claim. Second, I've come to bring a word of warning. Stop what you're doing before it's too late. Crime and savagery will only increase with every Haitian you bring in. And with it, public frustration and anger.
You sound threatening to me. I'm going to
Based on the comments
if I could ask the police to go ahead.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you that.
Just sound threatening if you go ahead and just peacefully be removed.
These people didn't ask for this. And they deserve better than to have to put up with violent, unruly outsiders.
You're done. Thank you. That's all. Thank you so much. Not really thank you, but...
See how quick they were to dismiss him? You know, I have to laugh because this is exactly what Dominicans have been going through for years. And yet no one took it seriously. They don't take it seriously until it's at their doorstep. When it's at their doorstep, that's when they change. That's when they're like, oh, we got to get them out of here. We got to get the Haitians out of here. But when it was happening in the Dominican Republic, it's, oh, you guys need to accept them, you know, or else you're racist. It's comedic how these Americans are getting their karma. Because now that it's at their doorstep, and they're not being taken seriously, you know, now that they're being ignored, you know, they're crying foul. But they had no problem gaslighting Dominicans and gaslighting the Dominican Republic about being racist, spending years engaging in, you know, propaganda and very slanderous rhetoric against Dominicans and the Dominican Republic for being racist, for addressing the very same things that this young man is addressing at this panel over here, at this meeting. But, you know, it's only an issue when it's Dominicans. It's a real issue when it's Americans, however, you know, because, you know, they're the patriots, you know. Dominicans, they can't be patriotic, you know. They can't care for their country or the sovereignty of their country. You know, they have to accept everyone, even at their own expense. Yeah, this video isn't about sympathizing with Americans. I'm sorry, I don't sympathize with these guys. I don't sympathize with Americans because for years, they've been pushing anti-Dominican propaganda for addressing the very same issues that they're going through now, but in the Dominican Republic. For years, they've been accusing Dominicans of being racist for not wanting to accept the influx of Haitians, even though Haitians bring a lot of problems in the Dominican Republic. So yeah, I don't sympathize with Americans. And if you're a Dominican watching this, you shouldn't sympathize with Americans either. You should just sit back, eat your popcorn, and watch the show. Don't sympathize with these Americans because they didn't sympathize with you.